Okay, so Jeremy here, partsbreakers.com, aka Jeeps Unlimited, although this is a Chevy. So let's go over these guys. There is a small ding here, as you can see, and it looks like this truck has probably been painted at one time, just because you can see a little bit of orange peel, at least the fender, maybe not the whole truck, but, and then of course the flare, which is, you know, they textured that on purpose, but as far as rust goes, there's no rust on these guys. They're a little dirty, but you know, that's obviously not a big deal. It just wipes off, so seams look good on it straight. So that's your driver side, okay? And the hood's pretty clean on this one. Let's I got a little bit of a shadow, so that might hinder this video a little bit, but we'll try to do our best on getting down and seeing. Yeah, so same, like, kind of, my guess it's been painted, because it kind of looks just barely, you can see a little bit of the orange peel, kind of that, you know, almost like a textured paint. It's really hard to notice. They did a decent job, but not, you know, for somebody to go through the hassle painting and ended up with that is, I guess if it's a cheap paint job though. But the hood's good though. I mean, other than that, it doesn't have any damage on it. I don't see any dings on it whatsoever. Again, the shadow's not helping me today. And then here you have the passenger fender. Now this passenger fender has a pretty good size. It's got a little itty bitty one here, and then a pretty good size here, and even some filler. This looks like it probably was hit at one time, and then they filled in. So I would say pass on this guy unless you can do something with it, and I can, you know, hook you up with that, because that's probably going to go in the scrap bin. And it's still rust free, just has that issue. But I do have, let's walk over here. I believe I pulled, yeah, it's over in the back. There's a GMC Yukon or Suburban, whatever these are back here. That's still got a fender on it that I looked at the other day. So if you're watching this video and you're used to seeing Jeep parts, we do other things occasionally, a couple diesels, and this is our non-Jeep small part of our yard on this side. And then I know I have a black one too, but I don't know if that's the exact same because it came off a Tahoe, but this is the white one here. And this one looks really clean. It might have just a little bit of a, let's see if I focus that. There you go. Little fold right there at the top, but nothing bad. That's more of just a scratch. I thought it had a little ding there, some kind of a, not a sticker, but whatever they wrap or something they bra, I guess it is, in front of that. I think these are the same, if I'm not mistaken. So this was a 2005 Yukon XL. And then that one had a fender too, and I think it got pulled. So let's just take a look real quick here. Make sure, I think these guys, oh, it might be sitting up here, yeah. So I had the guys pull this. So this one does have rust in it, so this is no good for you. There's a shit ton of rust on that one, which is a bummer because we bought this thing to keep. It's out of this guy, and it's only got 75K on it, which is a total, but this one came from out of East Tennessee, and most of my Jeeps vehicles we don't buy them out of there, but I seen the low mileage at auction and thought we might luck out. Wrong. Anyway, so we got that guy, and then those over there, that makes you a front clip. The grill is over here, I believe, in the back. Oh, and let me show you this truck bed. I knew you were asking about it. And we use these truck beds, as you can see, the ones we just use them for moving shit around. So worst case scenario, we can do that. Although this one is definitely usable and it was holding solid. It just is the driver's side. It's just like, it's funny because when I bought this truck, this thing came in running driving, and the picture they had on the auction was this side. They showed the angle in the front on this side. They didn't show this, and this side is like the exact opposite. So no rust in it, but definitely got some beat and bruises, and the rail on this one's just completely, you know, I don't know what they did, but anyway,
So then there's the grill, or some of it, and this is damaged, so that may not be of interest to you. I might have another grill though. I just need to see where they put it. I'm pretty sure this one's been lined. So I'll dig around if that's something that you're definitely wanting, if we have something clean. And let me just give you a rough view of parts in case there's something else that peeks out here. So there's the bumper, which is texturized as well. Everything was. Bumper's pretty straight though. It's got a little bit of the padding is kind of jacked, but, and then of course they took that chrome bumper and whatever, they rhino lined it or whatever. What else do I have sitting around here that might be of interest to you? The cabs, I've got a lot of call on these cabs. I got 2 of them right now. Oh, you asked me about the doors. So there's one door. These were manual windows, so I don't know if the door shell itself is the same. If it is, then these would be good. This one's pretty clean. And I think this is the only one I have actually for driver's side right now. So the panels on the inside actually aren't bad, but it's manual locks, manual windows. So and the Jeeps, it matters. It may not matter on these though. And then the mirror, I had questions about those. That one actually decent, but they're the little ones. And then this one's jacked. And then this door has got a pretty good sized ding right here. Let's see if I can zoom out there, okay? So you can kind of see that sitting there, okay? Everything else is pretty clean on that door. It's just that one ding. And then of course you got this door on this cab. Now this cab here, just so you know, in case you're interested, this is just the Extended cab. This one's got some some roof damage, and then it's got some damage on the rear. Got a couple dings in this back door, but then it's got, I seen damage on this somewhere. I think maybe back in here. Maybe something came up and hit it from the back. And then the solid fixed window there. This cab is actually really clean, minus the door. The door's jacked on this one, passenger door. Driver's side's gone. Rear door is good on the passenger side, but both drivers are gone on that. That was a clean set a guy took. And then the cab itself is really clean, so, and there's no rust in this cab. So I've had a lot of calls on this cab wise, but we're a yard, and so, you know, it's everybody and their brother wanting it with a title for reasons of, you know, well, because these trucks are being stolen left and right. And we just don't do that. We play by the rules. We have to. We get inspected all the time. So definitely something that shouldn't even be out here. So some ECM stuff we got to get inside. But anyway, 303-666-9020. Obviously, if you need Jeep parts, that's we got a ton of that. Partsbreakers.com, 303-666-9020. That'll ring to my cell. And I am heading out east. I'm planning on leaving around December 10th through the 15th at some point. I got to be back by Christmas, so and I'm heading from here all the way out to Maine. So if you're along that route and you need Jeep parts or possibly some of these Chevy parts, you know, definitely give us a holler and we can go from there. I appreciate all your time.